Okay, we're in step 6, get momentum and be more productive. The video that we're on is the habit of teaching life skills to speed up results. Mila Sweet. Resources, reactions, difficult conversations, achieve more with less. Woohoo! We made it. If you're in the course, you'll do the check-in that's after this. What are life skills? Life skills are defined as a group of psychosocial competencies and interpersonal skills that help people make informed decisions, solve problems, think critically and creatively, communicate effectively, build healthy relationships, and cope and manage their lives in a healthy and productive way. Why do you want to teach your child life skills? Well, first, it's never too early. Learning life skills has many benefits. These include boosting self-esteem and becoming more self-sufficient. If a kid learns these skills at a young age, they are much more likely to be more happy and productive later in life. Having a list of life skills is super helpful. So what is a list of life skills? So this is a general idea. Here's some self-awareness, stress management, emotional regulation, like learning what their emotions are and how to regulate them, positive thinking, self-esteem. Interpersonal skills are empathy, listening skills, interpersonal effectiveness, managing relationships, handling disputes, confident communication, showing up and saying, hey, I really would like a popsicle, or I really hate history. And you realize, like, okay, I have to do some unconventional things to get you super excited and stoked about history. Thinking skills, goal setting, decision making, problem solving, critical thinking, and creative thinking, executive function skills, and resilience, bouncing back from adversity. So these are all super, super important for life. And the sooner you get to integrate those into your home and make them part of your curriculum and your philosophy, it actually will speed up results. At first, it may slow them down. If you pick one thing, like I picked critical thinking. My kids were already super into being creative, so I just allow them to do that. Critically thinking is part of all our curriculum. They'll learn something and I say, is that true? Well, how do we verify that? Even if it is true, I want them to understand the steps that you take to verify something, how to have different resources, that every resource is not the same, and making sure they understand that. And resolving conflict was super important for me because then it allows us to focus on our values. They can train or teach the critical thinking to their younger siblings. And then when I delegate a task to them, if they know how to critically think and make a decision about something, as well as resolve conflict over time with each rep, it becomes easier and easier and easier to stick to a value-based schedule, to overcome the hurdles that come with that, and to sync up and connect. And then when different seasons come, there is reinforcement, because guess what they're going to do? They're going to remind you of your values. They're going to remind you of what the family stands for. And over time, it is a reciprocal relationship. And be open to the feedback, because it will come. They will give you some very real reasons to have an excuse for not continuing, because you'll feel like, well, that's not true, and I didn't do this. And I would just say, be curious. Let's take time to figure that out. How can you teach life skills? Were there any that stood out to you? Your reflection task is get to know yourself, what you are good at, and what your kids are good at. Find out what they are interested in. This is likely the easiest place to start teaching life skills. For example, if your older child shows interest in cooking, let them cook. Always say yes, or try to say yes most of the time. A year later, they will be cooking without you serving meals for you. Resist the urge to feel like they are getting in the way. These skills are so valuable, so try to make a habit of including them. If you're on the course, get ready for check-in number 6. Got a couple questions for you. Thank you so much. Join me in the next video or schedule time for our next connection. That's all.